I'm Ann Barker, minister at Westwood Unitarian, and I'm here to talk about December events and activities. We have done a bunch of work to adapt many of our beloved traditions and activities and events to Zoom so that we can still be together, have what's precious to us, and shape it with new meaning for this complicated time. So we want you to know that the slate is full and that there are people ready and able to help and serve you in this time. On December 13th, Sarah McEwen and I are hosting a Blue Christmas service because we know that this is a vulnerable season to begin with. Even though it's full of joy and beauty, it also amplifies our losses and lifts up difficulties for people. And this year is harder than ever. So we want you to come and be nurtured and nourished in this tender space that recognizes that this season can be complicated. On December 20th, Rebecca Patterson is hosting a carol sing. She's invited you to nominate your favorite carols on the Sundays between now and then, and she will select a whole bunch of them and record them, and you'll have a surprise carol sing on the morning of the 20th. On the 27th, the Sunday between Christmas and New Year's, is traditionally our pancake breakfast, and Deborah, Glenn, and Brenda Jackson are adapting it to be an online bring your own pancakes kind of breakfast where it will be social and informal, but also meaningful. There'll be fun music, all kinds of good things. So we want you to come and see the surprises that are in store for you with these things. But I skipped December 21, and that's winter solstice. And let's talk about that for a minute. Our winter solstice service online will not be recorded. It's just like in person. You have to be there to be able to attend. It's a one-time deal. And it has some magical, beautiful things that are going to happen. Some things we can't do when we're in person that we can do online. It's going to be full of surprises. And your solstice team has created a beautiful little kit for you that they want you to have before the solstice service. It's called your Winter Solstice Comfort and Connection Package, and it has items reminiscent of solstice in person, but also treasures and things you will not have thought of that will surprise you. We really want to get that in your hand. So on December 6th, which would be our next front lawn social, we're adapting because of health guidance that tells us to minimize physical contact. We're adapting to have stations on the front lawn. So if you're someone who brings your recycling for Skip the Depot, or you're bringing quilt squares or knit or crochet squares for our projects, you can bring them to those stations on the day. We'll have a station collecting items of comfort and warmth for the Neighbor Center. The Neighbor Center supports people living in vulnerable circumstances on the south side of Edmonton. And we've been collecting hats and scarves and ski mitts and socks and blankets and warm coats and things for 8 years now, and we'd love to keep doing that. If you aren't able to contribute on that day, we invite you to make your own contributions to agencies around the city because all of the agencies could use a hand right now. So whatever works in your budget and in your ability. So you can drop recycling, squares, items for the Neighbor Center. You can pick up your Winter Solstice Comfort and Connection Kit. And if you're more comfortable staying in your car, then we are happy to come out and have you pop the trunk, and we'll pick up what you've brought and put your solstice package in there for you. There's one per household. If you've got a Westwood friend you know can't make it and you would like to take and deliver theirs, we appreciate the help. We'll do our best to deliver the rest of them in the days that follow. During the solstice service, the Norwood Child and Family Center has been named as our charity for this year. So we'll be recommending a contribution to them too, if you want to keep that in mind or plan for your budget. And that'll happen on the 21st. What we really want to say is we know we're in this together, and it's so important to be connected in whatever ways it works, whether it's a brief spotting of one another at the front yard drive-by event, or it's longer visits on Zoom, it's coming to a service or to an event, it's a phone call, it's a check-in. We will carry one another through this time. We're here. We're so glad you're here too. Take good care, everyone. We love you.